2, 1. Hey, I think it worked.
Oh,
Quick, a moment of silence for, I don't know,
us.
Rachel's laptop.
Ain't she
Poor
resting?
little out.
Oh, I gotta turn on the thing.
Rest in pieces.
Don't turn on the thing.
The thing. The Beyond 20 thing. There we go. On.
Ah,
There we go.
Ah.
I think
Reload.
we're all here in the right spot.
Reload.
I've been fiddling with the sound levels a little bit. So if the if we're too quiet or too loud, let us know.
we're very
I'm s-
quiet when we don't talk.
Yeah, I'm sorry to have bored you, Matt.
I don't know what it is. I've been yawning all day long.
Is it 17 consecutive hours of World of Warcraft?
Not consecutive.
17 hours of World of Warcraft over the course of 19 hours.
And now,
in 7-minute bursts?
this is about 6 or 7 years ago, I used to know a guy who was like always like since vanilla up to the day, never, just all the time in it, like get daily breaks. And 6 or 7 years ago, he was telling me that he had, I think, 16 months of playtime, like actually logged in seconds of playtime, almost a year and a half of being logged in to the World of Warcraft. I thought that was a lot. I haven't looked at mine.
Feels like a lot.
I don't think it's quite that.
My therapist says I shouldn't.
What therapist? I never get off a WoW to go talk to him.
That's the orc healer.
He's a spirit healer.
I don't know how WoW works.
Yeah, you said
Those
you'd never
views.
played it before. Bravo, sir.
I've never even seen it played. I've deliberately stayed away from it.
I played it, I don't know, two or 3 months for a little while with my friend Ace, who's a completely real person. But it was one of those things where
I
you
don't
know
even have to question it anymore.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, here, come play this game with me. I was like, okay, sure. And then I started playing it, going through all the things, and he was like, okay, well, whenever you get to this point, then we can actually play together. And it took me like 2.5 months to get there, and I'm just,
What?
huh?
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just, just going as fast as I can through all these things. I have no idea what, the lore or anything. The story of all the things. And I get there, and the area that I was in was a completely different style of game. Like I can't even remember what it was, but it was such a completely different experience. I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. So
You had a bad experience.
I had a bad experience. That's the way with like multiplayer games, is if you don't find your little crew to kind of go around and do all the things with, for me at least, I miss a lot.
It's definitely more fun with people you know, but the way they've got the game designed now, you can straight up play not really by yourself, but you don't have to know anybody to get in there and play. But it does make things about 800 times better if you can.
800.
800. I forgot. I don't know what
About.
percent.
It
Is
could
that
be
8,000%?
802. It could be 793. But about 800 times. Somewhere there.
So, poor Rachel had a little bit of laptop issues today. So she's joining us via her telephone. And it's amazing.
It's great.
She
Is
cut
it-
it close to see the character.
Glad you feel good about it.
I was a little concerned about fighting a 7-headed pyrohydra without their strongest Avenger. I mean, you are the Thor of the party, right?
I'm hearing Immigrant Song in my brain right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat that. I mean, that was just a special moment.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we can find another special moment with a 7-headed Hydra. I think, I may be mistaken, but the last time we played, the idea was to take a very loud rock and throw it for the Hydra to fetch. Be distracted by.
Be
Yes.
distracted by.
Is that right? There were a couple of
Yep.
harebrained ideas being thrown out and a couple of good ones, so I wasn't
I
sure
don't think it's
exactly
harebrained.
which one.
I
No,
object to
I'm
the
saying,
term harebrained.
I was saying I don't know which one you're going to go with. This was the least harebrained of one of all of them.
Okay, I got it. Got it.
But just to remind you, when you moved, the one awake head that was just kind of meandering snapped to attention, but has not moved. None of the other heads are awake yet. It's just aware noise has happened at this point.
There has been a noise.
Yeah.
Do you think if you had 7 heads, it would help with your ADHD, or do you think squirrel?
I don't know. It depends if they're one mind or not. Imagine having 7 heads in one body, then you don't really know what anybody's
Oh, now
thinking.
that would be perfect.
Yeah. How do you know when to poop?
Can
You'd know.
you
It's
imagine?
innate.
Can you imagine being like the one, neuro normal head with 6 heads that were completely different personalities,
They're all
And you-
Woody Allen.
Well,
and
like-
you're the one in the middle. So like the one next to you is just looking at you, hi, just all day long. It's like,
The mouth
why?
breather. Yes, you get the snoring mouth breather.
And the one on the end is just looking, whirling his head back and forth, doody doody doo. I mean, it's just, just yeah.
And the two most opposite heads are in love.
Or they're shouting at each other just constantly.
Well,
you know.
they're not talking to each other, and they require the ones in the middle to pass messages backwards and forwards.
You let him.
Please
know.
tell Righty that I'm not talking to him right now.
Yes. It's the telephone game every minute.
Oh
He
man.
said what?
No.
Yeah. He wants a green sandwich. What?
And then discuss
I'm
everything.
not stalking him either.
I'm going this way.
Oh man.
Uh,
Right now that that's stuck in my head.
Yes. So we're completely avoiding this for good reason.
we refuse to take this thing seriously.
This is such a silly thing.
It's not scary until one of us dies.
Hey,
Kelv, you
hey,
go first.
hey.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if this isn't the social interaction of the game. Maybe we should say
How are
hi.
you?
Damn it!
Oh,
With
this
6
is the role
lollipops.
play. Let's role play with the Pyrohydra.
Yeah, you know what? That would be one heck of a deception roll. That would be like roll 7.
And take the lowest.
Take the lowest.
It's like,
I
it's like-
can't imagine trying to keep up with 7 different personalities of heads on one creature
Yeah.
during an RP session like that.
yes, that's like Terra disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Well, you just write them out on a list. All of the the separate personalities on a list. You roll a d8 every sentence. You just roll a d8, and it's like, okay, anger responds to this one.
See, and then if you roll an 8, it poops. That's how you know.
Everything's fine.
Bringing it back around.
So it's hot. It's not humid. It's a dry heat. What are you guys gonna do?
Were we at the point where everybody in the back that has moved is gonna move? Because the thing noticed that there's
Yes.
something up.
Yep.
So is
I
it,
believe
is it my
so.
turn?
Well, we're not in initiative yet, so
No, I'm more like, is the party stopping until I make this ridiculous noise? Is really the question.
I think so. I think we moved as far as we could until it like snapped and said, "Oh, there's something over there." we have no idea whether or not it can see us or not.
There's only 6 of us, so 2 of those heads are gonna have to share Fezan.
Hmm.
Alright. I would like to stealthily move, because I have an hour of invisibility. I would like to stealthily move to somewhere over here.
Can you describe that?
Thusly.
Do you remember the little bitty pool of lava that was kind of the southeastern part of the big room?
Yeah, there's a puddle, and I kind of want to put the puddle between me and the pyrohydra, despite the fact that I don't think it's going to be impacted by a puddle of lava anyway. So I think it will just bowl straight over that and eat me if it sees me.
Well, it's it's 10, 20, 30 by 20 foot puddle. Like, puddle is a very inaccurate term for this lake of lava that you're standing beside, but
So
I understand.
it's a macro
You-
puddle.
Yeah. Puddle plus.
Rachel, it's fortunate that this map is actually pretty simple. It's just this big, wide open area, perfect for like getting jumped by a Hydra.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's like this big open room. We're all huddled on the left side. It's on the right side, and now Tarathiel is in the lower right.
Okay.
Hiding in the daylight, or hiding in the bright light.
Well, he's invisible.
Hiding in the
right?
bright light. I'm invisible, so the shimmer should be there, but the air might be shimmering anyway because there's lava, right? Or magma, whichever we didn't decide.
All right.
I don't want to limit its options. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna activate this rock and try and chuck it over here somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's yep.
All right.
Activate the screaming rock.
And just
Engage.
just give me a roll to hit.
Using
Let's
intelligence.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to even do that.
Just roll a d20, like a dex check. I mean, it's a ranged weapon, so just roll to hit.
Dagger.
If it's not a 1, it's probably going to go exactly where you want. But, you know, you live for the rolls of a 1 as a DM, so.
I don't know why my...
We are a very high functioning
right.
podcast.
It's been 2 weeks.
I know.
It was like a month
Yeah, what are
before.
those?
Listen, I didn't
That's
even
a-
have like a full setup. I was using my shocks the last time we recorded. And that's what it was.
That's
I come to find out.
24 to hit.
Okay. Where did you want it? You just click and I'll put a little thing there.
And tell Rachel.
I want it as far into the lower right corner as I can get it. So yeah, yep, where that
That
red
work?
circle is.
All
It's
right.
fine. Yep.
And it is loud.
Screaming.
Immediately, as soon as you activate it, really, before but you activate it, throw it like quickly. But
Yeah.
as soon as you activate it, all 8 of those heads rise up, and they all just start looking different directions. We are going to roll initiative,
Oh man.
just to kind of see where we get.
Is there someone else we can talk to?
Oh wait, I'll taunt you a second time.
For some reason it didn't show up. I got a 7.
1 second.
Some
Nobody
kind
else
of
is showing up.
sub-dungeon
Oh,
master.
no, yeah, they are. Okay.
If you have recently leveled your character, you have to go to like features and traits in D&D Beyond to kind of reload it. It pops up every now and then, but yeah.
Mine didn't load. I had to reload my character sheet to make it
Yep.
do the thing.
Trying again. Okay, here we go.
All right. Who got above a 20? 15 to 20. Jeez.
I got an
10
18.
18? Alma with an 18.
Does this thing have 7 initiatives?
Who got a 10 to 15?
Fairzon.
13.
Yeah.
13
North.
for Tarathiel.
13 and what else?
14 for Fezan.
There's on. What'd you say, Rachel?
Nothing?
Oh, that hurts. And Khaldun?
7.
All right. Alma. We're not like it's awake. It's obviously aware that something's going on. It's not like charging to attack anything because it doesn't look like it really knows what's going on yet. But it is your initiative if there's something you want to do. I just want to give you guys a chance to do things so I'm not just moving over through you.
I'll cast Bless
Okay.
on everybody.
So you can't get Tarathiel because he's on the other side of the football field.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't get everyone but Tarathiel.
Okay.
So
What
you're
I
gonna
do?
get Farazan, Alma, and Khaldun. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Farazan.
Farazan does his best impression of a statue. But he can see that the recent edition of the rune, I don't remember which one it is. I believe it's the stone rune. Gave him the dark vision to be able to see all the way over there. So as soon as this thing starts being awake, can I roll, I don't know, knowledge or insight? Survival?
At this point, you're just rolling stuff. You're not telling me why.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
Roll.
reading the list here, trying to think of what would be applicable. To what no, try to recall any information about a Hydra, Pyro Hydra. Because Farazan, I mean, I assume he's never seen one, so.
So I think we did this
Somebody
last
did.
time, and they
Oh.
got a rock and roll.
Yeah, I think it was like a knowledge. I think Tarathiel did and got like a 22.
Yeah.
Natural 20 on a nature check. Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as a reminder, I'm not sure what all I said, but it has 7 heads. It can breathe fire. I'm not sure what all I told you guys. It's not affected by fire.
Mhm.
And just like any Hydra, if you chop a head off, 2 grow back.
Right. Blunt
Not
weapons.
sure if I
only.
told you much else,
All right.
Well,
fair-
if you kill a head, not chop it off. It's not about decapitation. It's about damaging it to where it dies. It will rot and 2 heads will come back.
Deadification.
Yes.
So how do we kill it then? Like, I mean, if we just
Not
hit the head,
with a sword. Oh,
like if you hit
Well,
a
I mean,
head,
You can kill a lot of things without decapitating them,
Okay.
right? I mean, you just kill it and the heads stop coming.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not like it regenerates like hit points. It just has a magical ability to regain heads. Like you don't have to chop your own head off to die. You can die from just being beat the crap out of, right? So
Yeah.
it just has the ability to also regenerate heads like a Geico's tail kind of thing. You step on the Geico, it's dead, but you chop its tail off, it'll come back.
Geico or Gecko?
Geico.
He's sticking with it.
Now I
Okay.
have to own it.
Yeah.
Right.
Gonna
Our
add this to-
sponsor this week.
Add this to the draw.
Yes.
Discussion.
I'm fighting a multi-billion
great.
dollar insurance company. This is going to be tough.
They can play. I mean,
Oh no. First Hydra.
Okay. So, but
yes,
but-
it's right. It's Hydra.
but like if we're hitting the body of this thing, with we'll say a 10-foot long stick, is it,
Just in case.
yeah, just hypothetically, is that going to cause it to keep regenerating?
all a 10-foot stick will do is detect traps. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But no, I mean, you're kind of overthinking it.
Yeah.
It's a creature like any other creature that if you damage its heads, which game terms doesn't really mean much.
Okay.
There's a mechanic which I'm not gonna like read the mechanic to you. But if you kill it, you kill it, right? I mean, but it just has this thing to where it gets more heads before it dies, typically.
Right. Okay. Farazan's going to stay where he's at. I can't hold, can I? That's not a thing in 5th edition.
You can ready.
You can
Ready and
you can't
action.
hold.
Yeah.
Ready?
To run down the hall away.
All right. If it begins to if it begins to approach us, then Farazan's going to take a move action to move forward.
Right away. Okay. So if it moves, you'll move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Then it is Tarathiel's turn. Farazan, what was your stealth? I remember it was like 7
Yeah. It
last time. It was pretty
I'll
low.
just
Okay.
Scroll up here. And
Yeah, that's
see
what I
what
was looking
it was.
11. Okay.
It's way better than 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It
11.
is. I mean, 7's pretty. It's all right. Tarathiel.
I could just about run out of this room.
Okay.
the beauty of a rogue is that I can
Yeah.
move 90 feet and around.
Farazan's got an ability called Know Your Enemy. Tarathiel has an ability called Know Your Exit.
Cool. Yep. Nope. I'm just gonna move 10 feet to put myself there, and I will ready an action to move when it moves. If I can tell which direction it's moving, I'm gonna ready an action to move.
So you move just
Basically-
a little bit north along the.
Yep. Just like 10 feet, just to because I'm
pond.
hoping that it's gonna go south around the pond, and if it does, then I want to keep the pond between me and it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if it goes the other way, then I can still go back around the back of the pond if I need to.
All right.
I've seen this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Come
on, big
hang on,
stupid multi-headed bastard, take the bait.
Yeah,
What was
seriously.
what was your hide check, Tarathiel?
4,000? It was big.
20.
20. Okay.
It was about
All right.
183.
Because
That's a 10 on the
because
die.
of your
It's
cloak,
terrible.
I had to roll at disadvantage because the first roll I rolled was a natural 20 on its perception check. But the second roll, I don't know why I'm doing it with the DM roll. The second roll was an 8. So
Okay.
that cloak has just earned its money. Khaldun, it's your turn because all it does is this just looks like it's looking. It's got 2 heads looking south. It's just looking all over, like in a cone currently.
Heads going every which way.
I just
a
imagine
Kimbo.
this thing having those little, little safety cones they put on dogs on all the heads. Okay. All right. So it is aware. It's looking. It's not running toward the screaming stone. Trap.
Do I go and get it?
The one thing I will say, one thing that you do notice, or maybe Alma, you did notice, when you cast your spell, you feel like that rock, that screaming rock, made it very, very hard for this thing to tell that other sounds were happening in this cave. So it didn't like notice you. None of the heads looked at you particularly when you cast your spell or anything like that.
Handy.
So it's loud, like it's, Steeling Stadium loud in here right now. Yeah.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
No.
Okay. I'm going to play the waiting game. I'm just going to hang out and we're going to wait for it to move first. And if it just sits there and keeps playing the waiting game, we're going to have to do something.
Okay. It is the next round, and the other 2, holding tight.
Yes.
I think we all forgot about him. All right, Alma, it is your turn.
She left.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm sorry. There's a lot of distracting things going on right now.
She
I mean,
blessed
I don't
out.
really know what to do either. We're not exactly attacking it, right? So, am I in a place of general cover?
You
Not
don't have
cover.
cover, but you're really, really
Just
far
on the
away.
map.
You would have to have really good dark vision to see you.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's 175 feet away. I mean, it's. Yeah, it's.
Oh,
You
right.
you actually can barely make it out because it's dark in here and it's just on the edge of the light of this puddle. Honestly, you didn't notice it at first until it woke up and. I mean, it's not just sitting there frozen like a statue, right? Like it's moving around. Its heads are moving around. It's getting up on all fours, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you,
Farts occasionally.
farting occasionally with an 8.
I just don't know what to do. I don't know what we're doing. I mean, I don't know. Is there a plan? Like, what's going on?
The plan was
Are
to
we trying
run
to
by it
leave?
when it took the bait, but it's not taking the bait, so we may have to go to plan F.
As
Which
in,
is-
run the F
like-
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, since it's not taking the bait, do you guys want to go for the north eastern exit that's close to it, or I don't know?
That's the only other exit in this room.
Yeah, there's the west exit that we
Okay.
came in.
I'm down
Okay.
I know. I don't want to be by myself, just like running. Everybody else is standing there like.
Well, so we've got the telepathic link, so we can, we can hear each other even over the screaming stone.
Yes.
So, I guess, if you. I don't know, what do you
Okay,
think?
so if it doesn't move, I'm gonna blast it.
Yep. Okay, there you go.
You're gonna shoot it?
Well, I can't reach it, but I can blast it. Yes.
So anyway, I started.
I just started blasting.
I just don't feel confident in running away, and I don't feel confident in attacking it. I don't know what to do.
Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
I'm not gonna be the one that finds out, though.
No. I'm not suggesting,
Um,
suggesting that you do. I'm just saying when it comes to my turn and it's not done anything, I'm killing it.
Okay, so how far away
Spiritual
from
weapons,
from
spank it on the butt.
How far away is it from me?
It's
Let's see.
these are 10-foot squares, right?
Yeah, so it's like 170 feet away from you.
Mm. I don't know what to do.
You can just hang tight.
Yeah.
Sometimes doing nothing's a good action.
Concentrate on your spell.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to fight this thing at all. I would rather get out of here, so I'll just stand here and concentrate.
Okay. Fair's on. It's your turn.
Fairzon's going to move to the north.
Swing north.
Jeez.
You remember swing north, man?
Oh yeah.
What's swing north?
D&D from 35 years ago.
Yeah. Matt and I were young playing D&D. We played with it was a good sized group. 6-7 people?
Oh, like 11.
Yeah, it was
It was
big-
huge.
And every time we had this, was he barbarian? I think he's a barbarian or something like that.
He was
Ranger.
Jason's older brother.
Yeah.
For those who know Jason.
Every time we would travel, like go from like town to town or something like that, he would always say, I swing north to go visit my village. I mean, every single time.
Every time. Anytime there was downtime, he always flew.
He always swung north.
And it should have been like 3-week flight there and back. Finally we got high enough level we could just fucking teleport. So that was nice.
Handy.
Yes, you can tell I'm scarred.
It's always good. Right. So just move my 30 feet to the northeast a little bit. So right now that puts me about 15 feet in front of Alma, in between Alma and the seven-headed lizard of fire and death.
Okay.
So,
Fire death.
and I
Put a
Yeah,
little
we're just, so
helpful
we're
marker there.
assuming this thing's going to be evil and attack us. We really don't know.
oh yeah, did
I
we?
mean, he could be an ice cream vendor for all we know.
Yeah, did the 22 reveal aggression versus passive friendliness, friendly to
Passive
outsiders?
aggressive versus
Yeah.
overt aggressive?
Yeah.
No, it was asleep when you first, like, it doesn't look like it's attacking anything
Rocks.
currently.
I've got a brilliant idea, but Farazan, this is not his idea. It's my idea. Excuse me, sir. It seems like you have a noise pollution problem. Do you think we could help you with that? It only costs you 5,000 gold. But yeah, he's just going to move forward in front of, interpose himself between Fire Lizard and Alma. So that's it.
All right. Who's controlling the other two? Are they gonna stick? Are they gonna stay where they are?
They're so Gelv is going to, he's going to creep along too. So because we seem to be hugging the northern passage,
Uh-huh.
so he's going to creep along as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I
It-
guess we can do,
Yeah, I can't
do the
control
same
him.
with Kelev. I can't control her either.
Oh. Well, I shall fix that later. But
But given that there's now
It's
a
kinda-
screaming rock,
what we're talking
hopefully
about? Yeah.
they're more difficult to hear now.
Yeah. No, I'm not even. You don't have to roll for them at this point for sound.
Good, because I don't have that character sheet either. this is convenient for everyone involved.
Drathiel, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Gonna hang tight?
Yeah, I will continue to ready an action to move if it moves.
There we go. All right. It is Evil's turn, and it does indeed. Wait a second. It's not like
Meandering.
hustling; it's meandering. It's moving down towards it. It doesn't run down there. It's
Uh-huh.
moving towards the sound, and again, these heads are facing in all directions. But it doesn't seem to have noticed you, Tarathiel.
Yep.
And that's it for it. Khaldun, it's your
Can I
turn.
book it? Can I book it to the north in
Oh,
reaction
yeah.
to it moving? That
You
was
had the ready action. Go ahead.
He's got like the hairpins flying in the air.
30 feet gets me to that.
It's a little dusty
Actually, I
outline of
think I
Tarathiel.
If I'm sneaking, I can only do 15 feet, right?
No, you can move full.
Can move full speed.
You can.
I lose track of how the systems work.
Oh yeah, I don't think you move slower than stealth.
Yep. Cool.
But you're not stealthy. Oh, you're hiding though.
I am stealthing as much as is
Right,
humanly
yeah.
possible.
Of all that is stealth.
Elvishly possible.
Yeah.
All right, that was its turn. Khaldun, it's your turn.
All right, I'm moving. Move.
Go,
Okay,
go, go.
move.
Now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go.
So, give me a stealth check.
Nope.
Voluntarily failing. It's a bold move, Strap.
It's a bold move, not it.
All
Let's see how it
right,
plays out.
here comes the stealth. What did I roll?
It's gonna be fine.
10.
10.
I am quite stealthy.
How far
See?
away are you?
Watch me stealth.
You're
90
90
feet.
feet away.
Yeah.
90
Okay.
feet. Yes.
Anything else?
That's a big Hydra.
No.
Okay.
I'm quite content with my move.
Top of round 3. Alma, it's your turn.
Okay, so Khaldun, you're making your way toward that like northern exit.
Yes, I'm hugging the top of the map at best possible speed.
Yeah, I guess I wanna try to do that too, just like stealth and double move up and out of the way.
Okay.
But I don't know where to show you that I'm going, but I want
Oh.
out.
I'm gonna have you follow Khaldun. Give me a stealth check.
That's fine. Awesome. My strong suit.
Yes.
Just move you in standard fireball formation and.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
no.
That's good. That's good.
I rolled a 4.
A 4. All right.
Uh-huh.
Which is great.
So,
You've got inspiration?
no, inspiration goes before the roll.
I think I...
Dang it.
Okay. Use it anyway. I can't tell if I have it.
Several of the heads look directly your direction.
Crap.
It doesn't look like it's looking at you. I don't want, because you can see it now. It's in the light. It's not looking like you're not meeting its gaze across the room lovingly, but it's definitely looking directly at your direction.
Okay.
Anything
What,
else?
what's... Did I make my move?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I
did.
moved,
Yeah,
I
you-
moved
yeah,
you a
you-
double move.
yeah, you're following
Then I
me.
just, like... Don't move.
Tree. Stalagmite.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
All right,
Think
Fair's
rocky
on.
thoughts.
It is your turn.
You said Fair's on?
I did.
Okay. Alright, then Farazan will follow his companions along the wall. As stealthily as a stealthily person can stealth,
Give me that non-stealthful check.
right? I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration.
So you have advantage. That just makes it a normal roll. You have you have disadvantage.
Yes,
So that will make it a normal roll.
that will be a normal roll. I don't know how to make it a normal roll. Well,
Just roll with advantage on the normal disadvantage. It should cancel out, maybe. Who knows?
it didn't cancel it, unfortunately.
but just take
the
the
first roll.
one.
Yeah,
Which
let's
is a
take the first
14.
roll.
So the 14 was first.
Okay.
And with the plus 0, that makes it 14. 14. Yeah.
You got it.
Carry the stealth.
Good.
Yeah.
Stealth.
Anything else?
Hope not.
It stops. It was moving, but when it stopped is when it heard what everybody thinks was Alma. Everyone's like, "Oh, thanks, Alma." No, but when it stopped its movement south when it heard the noise up north. So it has stopped moving here, and it looks like it's actively perceiving again. But 3 of the heads are looking straight down at this rock.
So you can hear the ping, ding, ding.
Yeah.
It's like
One ping only,
submarine
please.
combat. Yes.
That's it for it. Khaldun.
We need to have our
Uh,
minion dudes go as well, by the way.
Yeah. You could slide the minions to the right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wrong button. Minions slidden.
Okay. They're slitted.
And
Uh,
solidify.
I am going to dash again. Let's see. 5.
Stay where you are, stay where you are, stay where you are. Oh, boy.
Ah, no, more dashing. Ah, no, not in. I'm the rock. I'm not in the rock.
What are you doing?
I am trying not to be in the rock.
Welding with stone. All right.
These. Okay, I'm right there.
All right. So when you hit about right here,
Okay.
half the heads look directly at you.
Hello. My name.
Your
Half of a 7. Is it 4 or 3? Come on.
3.
3 heads and 1 eye.
I am trying to look as seductive as possible.
It's tail look.
Not my type. Too few heads.
Is this where I break out the alchemy jug and get the mayonnaise?
Oh, you aching. Yep, yep.
All right. Whew.
Anything else? Keep timeless memory.
Yeah, Khaldun signs his last will and testament.
Just have my lawyer file that on Monday.
So see here, what is I'm counting on this thing moving right by Tarathiel, and Tarathiel's going to crit on a
Mhm.
attack and kill it.
There's only so many heads I can murder. I'm good. I'll admit that. But come on.
Better get started then.
Uh,
Anything else, Khaldun?
I am done.
Top of round 4. Alma, it is your turn.
How far is it away from me now?
It is right at 110 feet.
And it's, I mean, you can confidently say that it has clocked us, basically.
Oh yeah.
It has for sure 1000% seen Khaldun.
why do you say us?
He's got an owl in his
Why?
pocket.
And it's in bright light too, so because it's standing right next to this puddle of magma, so it is brightly lit.
At least we'll die blessed.
I'm counting
Why
on
you
it.
say wait?
Blessings before the funeral.
Ugh. Everybody's already been blessed. Well, not everybody, but I mean, I gotta make a run for it too, I guess. I don't want to attack it. I'm nervous.
Assume it. Okay, so assume for a second. I don't know what this thing's gonna do, but if it happens to pounce, it's most likely gonna pounce in my direction.
Hmm.
Just gonna
So-
put it right in the doorway, which prevents everyone else from getting out.
Okay.
So you could move a little closer, but not be at, like in crunchy range. I don't know how far this thing can move.
There are a few mushrooms. I think the green things that are dotted around the field of death. I mean the field of battle. Those are
Those are
mushrooms.
stalagmites.
Oh,
Those are
stalagmites.
Yeah.
Are they large enough for a medium-sized creature to hide behind?
Yeah, Atrathiel already has a couple of times.
Okay. you
I'm
might.
ping a couple up here. This
Yeah.
one definitely. This one. So the ones that are about this size,
Mhm.
the one I'm pinging, those or bigger, you can hide. You can use to hide with.
Okay. So Rachel, you do have an option about 30 feet in front of Alma. There's one, and then about 50 feet in front of Alma. There's another one. But that would be a move and a dash to get behind that one.
I see.
And if you
Sure, let's do that.
okay, and there may be one here. Matt, is that one big enough to hide behind? It's right next to the wall on the north.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. So the 150 feet is, a little too close. It is getting a little closer to the Pyrohydra than Farazan is. But if you move forward about 40 feet, then there's one at the wall to hide behind.
Okay,
That's
I'll do that one.
Okay.
60 feet away from me right now. Ish.
Yeah, that's
Is
the
that-
one.
Is that thing actually 30 feet square? Is it
Yes.
gargantuan?
It is massive.
It's a-
It's mostly neck and tail though. Like the body is probably the size of an elephant, which is pretty stinking massive. But it's not like its body doesn't incorporate a 30 by 30 square.
Okay. If Farazan were to guess about how heavy is the Pyrohydra,
This particular one,
No, all of them in general.
put together.
Aggregate. It's like you roll them all up into one big meatball. How much would it weigh?
You know, I plan for a lot of things. but I never ever planned to know the weight of a pyrohydra
Species.
in a magma tunnel. So a large male elephant weighs 15,000 pounds.
Okay.
This is bigger.
Right.
Not a lot, but it's because of the neck. It's like 7 giraffes, an alligator, and an elephant.
Walk into a bar.
So I'm going to call it 20,000 pounds.
Okay. That's yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That answers that question. Whose turn is it?
Yeah.
Mine?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it is actually my turn. Okay.
I'll go to that. I'll go to the 40-foot one and hide.
Yep.
The one that's the mushroom that's 40 feet.
Against the wall? Okay.
Yep.
You can't hide, but you definitely have cover.
Okay.
Because you had to dash to
Okay.
get there, but you could use it as cover.
So it's Farazan's turn then. Sorry.
Yes, it is.
Okay. He's going to move forward to the to this stalagmite and hope that it might provide some cover from the impending doom.
Can you move your guy?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just out of habit describing things now.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Zoom in just a little bit, see if that gets us a little bit closer there on the screen. Yep. And with my bonus or standard actions, he's going to pull out shield and another weapon, but I'll have to look and see what I have available. But he's going to pull out the shield and a
So-
one-handed weapon.
All right.
And he's gonna, and that's it.
And
Oh,
Kelly-
ready is a standard action, so I can ready.
yes.
Okay. If he's going to ready that if that thing comes within aggressively comes within striking distance, he will strike.
But if he's not aggressive, you won't.
Correct.
That's right. You'll
Okay.
pet it.
All right.
He'll pet it.
Who gets to define what's aggressive?
I'm going to move up the henchman. Is that cool?
Yes.
Everybody's still moving up? Okay.
Moving on up.
Tarathiel.
This thing just wants a mouth hug.
Does that mean the same
I'm-
thing there as it does here?
I
Anyway, go
don't
ahead.
know. Why don't you define what that means?
Nope,
and I'll
nope,
tell you.
nope. We'll just continue on.
Very good. I'm going to ready an action to throw a psychic dagger at one of this thing's heads if it goes for Khaldun. Well, if it moves to the north and it looks like it's attacking.
Okay.
And throw a psychic dagger in its face. But until then, I'm invisible and holding still because I think. I mean, I'm the closest to it, but I think I'm also in the safest position at the moment.
Yeah, I think you
I
are.
was kind of tempted to throw a dagger at it now and just run backwards and try and draw it out.
All right.
I don't know that that's a good idea, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
Thank
I
you for coming to my
decided.
TED Talk. That is my turn.
I've
I love
calculated
it.
that that
I
was
like
a
it when
bad
you,
idea.
Explain your thought process. That's great.
So-
So you're preparing to attack it if it keeps moving. If it moves back north.
Yes.
All right. Take your attack.
Oof.
Hey. It's a terrible roll, but it's 17 to hit,
17's a hit.
which will do 22 total damage
I forgot.
Oh.
That's
with a
eye-opening.
sneak attack. With a sneak attack, and I have a question.
I have a question for myself. Yes. Which question?
You in the
So I have a new ability called Whales from the Grave. That means if I sneak attack somebody, I can target somebody else with sneak attack. Can I just target it at a different head? Or are we gonna
it's
say-
all one creature.
Okay, it's a one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay. Fine.
Whatever.
Do you have inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's a good idea.
Double inspiration.
Full inspiration.
No,
Mega
I-
inspiration.
I don't have any more
All right.
graphics.
So that was you're ready to action. Farazan, it's not within melee, but you said if it moves towards you and aggressive, it's very aggressive.
Grr. Grr.
Because
Let's read it.
it's its turn, and one head fires a line of flame towards Khaldun.
Mm-hmm.
One head fires a fire of flame towards Farazan.
Crap.
I dodge.
Right.
Let's find out. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
That's what I should have done.
You have-
Taking the dodge action.
Bless.
We're blessified.
Yeah, bless.
You're blessified.
Okay, so this is the naked bless, or naked,
Oh no.
naked 12,
12.
RD4, so 15.
15. Just made it.
Oh,
Farazan stands still.
5.
So, these are two separate attacks. So the first damage I'm rolling is for Khaldun. You take half of this. 11.
wow.
I can do
And
better than that.
Farazan, you're gonna take the full
Quiet,
brunt
you.
of. Wow.
I was trying to be quiet.
27 points of fire damage.
Oh.
And it is a like stream, like a fire hydrant of flame.
Mm-hmm.
It actually blows on past through you,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not long enough. It dies right behind you. It doesn't hit Alma or anybody behind you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does Gelf poop a little bit?
Oh, he's catatonic.
I'm gonna use a reaction, Stone's Endurance, to
Okay.
negate some of that or to reduce some of that
Alright.
damage. Oh jeez. Okay, so
Rocks.
even with that, he takes 23 points of damage.
Fire damage.
Can I imagine that fire just streams towards Fizan and he just holds out a hand and just like deflects a bunch of it?
he does, and it's got like blisters and melted skin. It's like that was not smart.
He opens his mouth, gargles some of it.
All right, Farazan, are you taking a ready action? Did that trigger yours? I don't think it did. I thought you wanted it. Like you were going to attack it, right?
Yeah, he can't attack it. So.
All right. In that
Oh.
case, it is Khaldun's turn.
Khaldun's gonna stick it in the eye with a mind spike. Intelligence saving throw,
Intelligence
DC 16.
Throw DC. Where's my D20? There it is. Fail.
Right, so it takes some brain damage. A whole 4 points of psychic damage.
Max.
No,
Yeah,
that
Khaldun.
wasn't max. No.
And it has another effect. What's the secondary?
And its next saving throw is at minus D4.
Just remind me if it comes up, would you?
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm gonna get a little further away, I think. Now, which direction am I going to go? Let's see. I'm gonna move this way. No, move, not measure. 5, 25. So I'm going up like up in here,
All right.
something like that.
Okay. Let's see from here. All right. Anything else, Khaldun?
No.
Round 5. Alma.
Fight!
Big
How
turn.
far is it away from me now?
Yeah, you have. It's. Let's see. I want to say another. It's still. Oh no, it's like 60 feet away.
Excellent. I'll cast spiritual weapon and I'll upcast it.
Okay. Spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
What level you casting?
14.
9. Level 9 spiritual weapon.
Second, I don't think my character sheet is right, but I'll do it as a second level spell.
Okay. And do you have the cat? Do I need to bring the cat out?
She doesn't have the cat. You
She doesn't have a
use it.
PC, let alone the cat.
Oh, that's right.
What?
I forgot you're using your phone. Sorry. I'll I'll get an item. Are you attacking immediately with the spiritual weapon?
Yeah, sure.
Die.
Go ahead.
I'll allow it.
17.
Hit. Let's go for floating disc.
12 points of damage.
What?
This is where we would insert the meme of Kylo Ren saying, "More! More!"
Is there a place that I can move to 35 feet that I can still hide behind?
Yes. Would you like to go there?
Yes.
It's fair's on.
I'll take it.
You will have a little bit of cover from. So cover doesn't help with saving throws, but you have cover. Like if it comes up and attacks you, you have cover. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Fair's on. You're on fire.
Yeah, you think? Man, I don't know. Alright, 30 feet ahead is going to put him still not within range of this thing. Blessed, not haste, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, he's going to move 30 feet forward to about there, and as he does, he's going to go into his efficient quiver and swap out the warhammer for a javelin and throw the javelin.
All right.
Toothpick away.
Yeah, toothpick away. Let me just see how angry I
the-
can make this thing.
Cast
Its
wood chips.
range is gonna be at least 20 feet.
Yeah,
I can't
30,
imagine it's shorter than that. Okay.
30 feet. And can I do multiple attacks with a javelin if I'm pulling them out of an efficient quiver? Probably not. Thrown weapon.
Doesn't sound very efficient.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you have multiple attacks because you're a very experienced warrior. It's a magic item that's designed for drawing arrows quickly for throw. Yeah, you can take your full attack.
Okay. First one's going to hit a 26.
That's it.
7 points of damage.
All right.
Come on, you can do better than that. And then the second throw, 21, assuming that hits, 8 points of damage. We're
All
moving on up. And,
Anything else?
let's see.
You have drawn the attention of 7 pyro hydra heads.
That's gonna hurt.
May not have been a good idea. All right. Well, I should have done this beforehand, but he's going to kind of stop and he'll
Drop and roll.
yeah stop, drop, and roll. Right. He's going to focus on those runes that he's got on him, and all 3 of them are going to this is all thematic, but they'll glow with a little bit of power. And for his bonus action, he enacts his new Giant's Might ability, and he grows to become large.
All right. So that effectively gives you more bonus damage, makes you taller and way more. Any other effects?
Bonus,
Strength?
Yeah, no. He just gets advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws now, and then he's also the once a turn he can do an extra 1d6.
So it's like the enlarged spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. How long does that last?
1 minute.
Cool. Concentration?
I don't think so.
No.
All right. Interesting. You're bigger now.
Yes. Tasty.
More to beat. That looks like everything Tarathiel. It is now your turn.
Crap.
Oh, and you're not invisible either.
No,
Oh,
I know.
looks like-
I did.
Okay.
I took that off. Actually, let me just make sure it's not. I didn't have
just-
it as an
it's not
active
there. I
condition
just
on the
realized.
character sheet anyway. Yep. Yeah, Terethiel wants to try and distract this thing, so I am going to toss a psychic dagger in its face to try and get some of its attention and run to the south.
All right.
You can have about half of its attention.
Yeah, that's
Where-
all I want. Really?
Seventh.
That's a 24 to hit
Hit.
to do 8 psychic damage because I don't get sneak attack. But if I want to move, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet will get me to there. Nope, to there. Am I still within 60 feet? I think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, well within, unfortunately. All right, well, I'm gonna offhand another psychic dagger into its face.
So, just to give you all the options, you're standing among some pretty large stalagmites. They would be used. You could use them to hide if you chose. It doesn't look like it on this map, but remember these are 10-foot squares. These are big.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I
Right.
will do that. I will. I mean, I want it to come look for me, ultimately.
Oh well.
So.
Okay, that will be counterproductive to your plans. But I just want you to know that you could hide if you wanted to.
Well, it doesn't have to know where I am now. It just has to know kind of where I am to be good enough for that.
True.
You're assuming this thing's smart. I don't know.
Hey.
We'll find out how smart it is.
It has 7 brains. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
That would just be chaos.
it should add up a little bit.
It might be street smart.
No, I'm just gonna keep throwing psychic
Cave-
knives in
cave
its head.
I
I'm
just
giving
kept
it a head.
blasting.
It's got 7 brains. It can have 7 headaches at once.
Yeah.
That's a 22 to hit for 7 psychic
That's a
damage.
hit.
Just to keep it going. Come on, ugly.
Uh-huh.
Don't respond to that. Just get out of here.
How much damage was
On the second one was 7.
it? 7. All right.
First one was 8. Second one was 7. 15 total.
Chipping at that 500 hit point pool there.
Yep.
Anything else?
Panic. That's a free action, right?
Panic. Yes, that's free. When in
Good.
danger, when in doubt. All right, it is its turn. So, got to do some internal, behind-the-scenes stuff real quick.
We'll let the 8 to poop. We know what you're doing.
Really delayed. It's rolling the dice, but it's not coming out. That is strange. Oh, there it is.
I think
There
you
it is,
need
there it
more
is.
fiber in the Hydra's diet if it's not coming.
All right. So,
Or Goliath?
these top 2 heads, what? Those top 2 heads look like they're trying, like they're regaining their ability to breathe, like they're taking a deep breath or, chewing on bubblegum or whatever, but they do not breathe.
Yay.
The next one, though, however, how far away are you?
Too far.
Not quite. All
Right.
right. So one at you, one at Fairzon, which will also hit Alma.
What is that, 40
Ah.
feet?
Is that 40 feet? Yeah, it's 60 feet
40.
long.
Okay.
So 1, 2. One at Tarathiel. 1, 2, 3. And it'll hold that last 2 in reserve. So everybody give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm going to choose to
And
spend my
everybody's blessed.
inspiration on this roll.
Inspiration is available. Make sure you do it before you roll.
Yes, I am using
And you're
inspiration
blessed.
on this roll.
And you're blessed.
I'm not.
Tarathiel, yeah, Tarathiel, you're not.
I got a 19.
Nice.
Okay, 19. I see a 26. Fairzon, what'd you get?
26. Yep.
Jeez.
All right, Fairzon, you got a 2.
Yeah,
Is that- am I
even
reading
with
that right?
even with blessed, this is going to be a 4. I doubled my
Okay.
score.
And Khaldun, you got a 16.
16 plus
okay.
2, 18.
All right, so I'm going to start with Khaldun. You're taking half of this damage. You'll take 8.
That's
Bears
better
on.
than last time.
Yeah. Fairzon, you and Alma are on the same stream, so you both take half of it. Well, Fairzon, you take 20. Alma, you take 10. And Tarathiel, you succeeded, so you're immune to the damage, but it would have been
Yep.
21.
Yeah. This Matrix dodged that one.
And
Suck it, Keanu.
it moves up
Oh,
to Farazan,
that's a
Sentinel.
lot of heads.
Sentinel.
and the last two heads attack, biting at Farazan. Let's see.
Does he get his reaction attack?
No,
Uh,
he. For,
His sentinel reaction?
oh,
Or his oh, you don't have the weapon out, do you?
he's using javelins.
Yep.
But the first one looks like it's a miss. What's your armor class? 22?
23.
Something like
23.
that? Crazy now. Yeah, miss and a miss. Chomp chomp. And
I
it's
feel
done.
like if an elephant with multiple heads attacked me, I'm pretty sure I could stab it if I was holding a javelin.
I'd stab it whenever I had.
I think
I'm
it has
sure
to
I
be.
could manage.
Yeah, it has to be drawn as part of the attack. So he, draw, throw, and shield.
All right, you're not holding a weapon.
Yeah, holding a
Just punch it. You are a weapon.
You're the blue squad. Khaldun, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm about to do something. Hopefully it works. If it works, do not hit it, okay? Please do not hit it. He concentrates. He looks at it and he imagines this giant, terrible, awful beast as this cute little cuddly tortoise. Wisdom saving
Ooh.
throw, DC 16.
And it has that expired from the D4
The mind
mind
thrust.
sliver?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Wait, minus D4.
Can we use our inspiration to give it disadvantage?
That'd be nice.
All right. Rolling of the D20 is natural
Oh,
20. Natural.
Wow.
That is literally probably the only roll that would have succeeded because this thing has a negative for its intelligence. This is intelligence save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Natural 20.
Okay, well,
That's why I like rolling in front of everybody.
Mike.
Right there is the reason I like rolling in front of everybody.
okay, so that didn't work. He is going to hide around this.
In the
I'm-
wall.
I'm trying to place it right
Okay.
where I can move. Okay.
Okay.
So I think I'm out of sight there.
Oh, that's gonna move the whole thing. Let's see. You may want to go one step further back.
So those stalactites and stuff aren't covered.
It's cover. You said out of sight.
I mean, okay. If it makes a difference, I'll move a little.
Okay. Yes. It is now. Let's just double check. Yeah, you're totally out of sight of this thing.
Okay.
Round 7, Alma.
Mike just upped the intensity of the music here.
Oh, real quick, give me a concentration check from the damage. The flame damage for your bless.
Oh, and you're blessed. So
And,
it counts.
and you're blessed.
Wait, what?
You took flame
Concentration
damage.
check. You took some damage, so you have to make a concentration check to maintain your bless. It's DC 10. Right? It's DC 10.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
How much damage did you take?
10.
Yeah, it's DC 10.
Con save.
Yes,
13.
concentration. 15? You're good. So continue.
13.
Concentration.
13? That's fine. Yes, as you were. Continue. It's your turn.
I just had a question. Farazan, did you do like a know your enemy on this guy so we know what his hit points are? Or
No, I didn't have time. I said that he had seen it from the other side of the room before, but no, he didn't see it until he got about halfway across, so he didn't have time
Never close enough.
to do know your enemy.
okay,
It takes a minute, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
a minute.
Okay.
okay. As far as like where I can move to still kind of like be on the move away from this dude, do I have within 35 feet that I could do some stuff and then run? Because I don't know the layout of the room.
Tell me one more time what you want to do. It's right now.
I mean, I'm gonna.
It is like 20 feet away from you, because it moved forward to attack Farazan, who's 10 feet or 15 feet away. So it's about 15, 20 feet away from you diagonally, and Farazan is directly between the two of you.
Okay. Is there anywhere that I can go that has better cover than Farazan?
There's several options. If you're wanting to go in the general direction of away from this thing, like your final destination, I would say there's a spot up towards the exit that you could hide behind. That you would have cover with a stalagmite, and you would be 40 feet away from it.
Ugh. Okay.
How far do you want to stay?
Well, I mean, I'd like to do a full movement, my bonus action, and a regular action.
Okay, there's a place within 35 feet.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna attack first and then move last. So I'll do my spiritual weapon first.
Okay.
As a bonus action. Which is a 26 to hit.
Nice.
And 17 damage with my spiritual weapon.
That's that upcast. That makes it 2d8.
I'm gonna do math.
Yeah,
now.
and then I'm gonna do guiding bolt, and I'm gonna upcast it as well as a third level spell.
Okay.
Big bada boom.
No one hit it.
And I got a 24 to hit for that.
24 is a hit.
Jeez.
And that's gonna be 24 points of damage.
Jeez.
I almost
All
died.
right. So you
And then I'm gonna
smack it.
run.
You smack it with the holy hammer of blessing healing, and then you blast it with loving grace. One of the heads dies, and immediately two more sprout out. So
Ugh.
now it has 8 heads.
Okay.
Keep
But
smacking.
it's also
Well, I run it.
Oh, it's bloodied?
it is now bloodied for show.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you just did like 40 points of damage to this thing one round. Anything
run.
else? Okay, you run. You
I
have
got, I'll,
succeeded in your
I'll do
revenge.
my movement behind.
All right.
Hurry away.
Farazan, this thing just became illuminated. It's your turn.
Should I wait? Mike, do you think it'd be better to wait for you to stabbeth?
No.
Black Sabbath? No? Okay.
No.
So Farazan is actually going to put away the shield and pull his +1 long staff and start smacking.
All right.
And so it's going to be, where's that? A 14.
14 is a miss.
Okay. Second swing, 24.
You have bless on a.
Oh.
Just saying.
Yeah, let me roll the bless on that
Okay.
14.
All right.
16.
That's a hit.
Oh, sweet.
Hey.
Yay.
Good job, Rachel. MVP. That's going to be,
Every single
Very.
fight. 9 points.
yep, I'm going to use the Giant Smite extra d6 on that.
All right.
So it's going to be a total of 14 points of damage.
Got it.
The second roll is there already. It's a 24.
That's it.
8 points of damage.
All right.
Oh, shoot. Okay, action surge.
Okay.
Where's the action surge?
It's in you.
Yes, it is in Farazan.
It's in me.
Uh,
Files are in the computer.
so he's gonna just keep swinging with this thing, and he's going to scroll back to the right bloody thing with a 10 is gonna miss,
10 is a miss.
and with the second is a 19. I'm going to use a superiority die to roll a trip,
Okay.
to do a trip attack.
Woo!
All right.
Lots of heads, not enough legs.
So just-
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
It's tilting forward a little bit.
Just put heads to a leg fight.
I can imagine this thing falls down and it comes up and it's just like tangled up and it's just the heads are all twisted up. It's like,
Oh,
dang it, Gerald,
God.
you did the thing again.
Such a Hydra t-shirt. This thing brought heads to a leg fight.
Oh, that's so
Nobody
good.
thought
Alright.
about that.
DC 15 strength save.
DC 15 strength probably failed. Let me double check. This thing is even with a 20 strength, it still fails.
Excellent.
So it is prone,
Yes.
I guess.
It is prone.
You are large, so it makes sense. You know, you. Okay, you knock it over. Trying to like thematically, like you know, you got bigger, you wrestled it, but it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so trip attack is going to get this amount of damage, which is the minimum damage of 6 plus the d8 from the superiority die is 11 points total.
Okay.
And then the bonus action is going to be hitting it with the other end of the stick. And that's with advantage because it's now prone, right?
Correct.
21 to hit.
Hit.
I'm gonna make a. Well, I don't know if I should just make another trip attack, but it's already tripped.
It's more damage though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Kick it when it's down. I see how it is.
right. That's the
Good.
that's the idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and make that a trip attack so I can use the extra damage.
All right.
So it can't refall.
Correct.
Minimum damage again. Plus the D8 superiority die is 14 with a max on the superiority die, so 14 points total there.
So, you just did 2 of the heads fall limp.
Oh, no.
4 more grow in its place, so it now has 10 heads. And it
Good
looks rough
heads.
though. It's looking unhappy about life. Okay, fair's on. Good round, man. Anything else?
No. The I mean, I think like tactically he would. I know this is mechanically in the game. Like he would move close to it, like get underneath all the heads, so they can't. If they wanted to breathe on him, they'd have to breathe down on him. But I mean, that's not really a thing. So, but yeah,
True.
he's just gonna keep pressing again to this thing.
To give it a hug.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Anything else?
No.
Tarathiel, it's your turn.
Well, I was going to throw a psychic dagger at it, but now it's on the floor. So it makes it harder.
Disadvantage.
So I'm going to run up to it.
All right.
That's always a
Take-
good
take-
idea.
Take advantage of the situation and run in and try and strike this thing, because I have advantage
Now
against
you
it
have
as-
advantage. Yes.
Stabby.
All
That's
the
right.
all the stabs.
All the stabs.
Oh, crit.
That's a lot of stabs.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Tell me your
Uh,
damage.
Please hold while I figure this out. I have no idea.
Because that was a critical hit sneak attack.
It's 27 total damage and then 17 critical damage.
Jeez.
27.
It's 44
37.
damage.
Damn.
It had 34 hit points left.
Yes.
Yes!
All
Yes.
10 of the heads.
Oh,
were
thank you.
The very next turn, going to take 10 attacks against Farazan.
Yep.
Doing D10 plus 5 apiece. You just prevented that. And it falls over dead.
So now it has 20 heads.
Little pygmy heads pop out and then go, eh.
Oh man.
Yay!
Oh man.
That's-
for it.
Was a powerful creature.
I kind of wanted a pet turtle. Thanks, guys.
What were you trying to do? Were you trying to polymorph it?
I was a polymorph at you.
Yeah, okay. I thought you. I wasn't sure if it was an illusion or I didn't know what you were doing.
It's,
But
it's polymorph.
Is it
I
Bale?
think it'd probably fail its will save now.
Weird.
I'm gonna turn it into a dead turtle and we could make soup.
Spicy soup.
Soup.
And all is loud, so loud in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even
I wanna
close
go
to
in.
quiet.
I want to go and pick up my screaming rock.
All right.
Dorathiel, can you turn that thing off now?
Pet the rock. Good rock.
I have Mage Hand, so I'm gonna use Mage Hand to pick it up.
Okay.
Good little
Just as
distraction.
as a flavor thing, Trathiel's gonna come down there and lift it off the ground and just throw it back to him and switch it off.
All right. Now,
I think
After
the
12 seconds.
deactivation term was like shut up from memory.
something like
so-
that. Like, God, shut it. You just have to smack
Yeah.
it like an alarm clock and go, shut up.
Yeah.
What
Is
you
it-
gonna do?
Is it
I
moving?
think we snuck past it.
Yeah. I tried. I tried really hard to sneak past it. Just wasn't happening.
It was a good plan and it was working, but you don't have sneaky people to get past. And this thing was very perceptive with 7 heads. That's the big thing that had against you guys' plan was its perception was +8.
Oh
It's
wow.
It's pretty honking huge perception
It's a lot of
compared to
perception.
most creatures.
That's almost approaching a level 1 Elmo.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
right.
It's okay.
So the mechanic was if you do more than 25 points, or for every 25 points of damage you do in a turn, a hit dies and 2 pop up
Oh,
until you do its total damage and it dies. So
so
didn't-
burst
is that-
damage is no good.
well, like you did, you attacked 5, 6,
With a big
7
enough burst
times
it is.
in one turn, right? So yeah, you did enough to kill 2 of its heads.
So you have to kill it gently.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want you to go like, all right, we're just gonna do like 20 points of damage around. And,
Well, I don't know.
What's
I
that?
think this is a kill quickly creature because that spicy breath hurts.
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
and it's got it's got the reroll mechanic about when its breath comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But those 3 new heads hadn't breathed yet. Actually, there would have been
Yeah.
5 breaths that next turn. I mean, this round, if Tarathiel hadn't killed it, it'd have been bad for somebody.
So could it have done 7
10.
times 66 breaths?
The
at
first
one
round?
once?
If everything's recharged, yeah, and it can all go in the same person. But
That's a lot of fire.
yeah, well, the thing, it's an animal, but it's a predator. So it hears something that's waiting, gives it a second, and then starts seeing things. So it's like, all right, but it knows not to wear itself out, right? So it's not going to
Yeah.
use every breath weapon it has every round.
Yeah.
I have a
Plus maybe
question.
it likes rare meat.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shield that Farazan had when he was getting melted, his face melted, that was the Umber Hulk. And you said it had some sort of fire resistance.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Did you write
just
that
an
down?
Umber Hulk. It was a hellish.
It was a hell of an Umber Hulk.
Yes. It was. Let's see.
I remember it, but I didn't know if it gave Farazan like resistance to fire. So if that was transferred, it's like he could like put it out on the lava and he could like surf on the lava with it. But
No, it gave you a resistance.
For some reason that just reminds me that my favorite quote of the week is I heard a podcast about the new Hellraiser movie, and somebody described it as Heck Razor because it was so soft.
Darn razor. You know what? I kind of liked it, but I didn't like the fact that every one of those Cenobites were all wearing the same exact bodysuit. Like there was no creativity from the head up. Yeah, they had different looks, but like from the neck down, they all looked like they were wearing the same costume.
what was it? What was the word you used? Cenobites? Cinnabons?
Cenobites?
Cenobites.
You've never seen Hellraiser.
I have not.
Those are
Oh.
the bad guys are called Cenobites.
Cenobites.
You're probably okay. I don't know that you do need to watch Hellraiser. I think you'll be alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
What I know of
Yeah.
you and your preclusions to movies, you never want to watch Hellraiser. Actually,
It
I was,
won't help you.
I was
No.
watching a streamer playing a horror game on like Halloween or the weekend of Halloween, and I was like I can't handle it. It's like it made
That
me
would
too
be me
nervous.
too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so you may want to look up that shield because I know, and I'm trying to find it myself, but I'm not seeing what it was.
I mean, it was a I don't remember that it was a specific shield, but I remember you saying that it does have resistance to fire, but
Fire.
I didn't know if that
Yeah.
meant like Farazan had resistance to fire.
No, it meant it gives you resistance to fire
Gives him oh
when you wield it.
dang! I see. I didn't write that down. I was just thinking that it might. Okay, see that's different.
Well, it doesn't work now. No, it gives you
Well,
gives
you're
you
not dead.
while wielding it gives you resistance to fire,
Okay, see that's cool because that's
which it is resistant to fire, obviously. But
Yeah.
you know, it's like. Have you ever seen Dragon Slayer, the old Walt Disney movie from the 80s?
No.
Dragon Slayer?
Yes.
So that feeling, you know, it uses the scales and it blocks the fire breath.
Yeah.
Kind of does
Yeah.
like that. That's total resistance. This is more like, you know, D&D resistance.
yeah. Okay, sweet.
And you should watch Dragon Slayer. It's not horrible. It's actually pretty cool. It's Disney, which doesn't say much these days, but it did back in the 80s.
It's probably better than Hellraiser.
Is it
I
live?
would say that.
Is it live action?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I-
got a flash of nudity, so I don't know if I'd want your kids there, but I watched it as a kid. I remember
Alright.
watching that thing when I was like 8 years old. And
Like
You
cool
did that,
dragon.
right?
Yeah,
Magic.
yeah, but the movies we were watching when we were young, you know, there's a little different.
Yeah, there was duck boobs in Howard the Duck. Just makes sense.
Oh no.
well, I've seen a cow's udders, and I don't know if that's kind of the same mental process when it comes to looking at it.
It's a little bit mammalian.
Right.
So, what are you guys gonna do now?
Yes.
Well,
Moving on.
Is there any sort of layer?
You're in its lair. What do you mean?
Okay. Is there anything other than rocks and dirt
Is there
and lava
loot?
in its lair?
No
Does,
loot.
does it have a pile of bones that we can sort through and try and?
Not
find the
really.
difference?
No. It's like you probably think everything that was consumed turns to ash. There's no bones. There's obvious, you know, footprints, and it looks like there's tracks of other animals and whatnot. But in its area where it was initially sitting, there are no bones. Everything it eats whole, and it just gets completely disintegrated.
Okay.
And this thing puts off some heat. I had forgotten because I forgot, but it actually, if you get right next to it. So Farazan, you'd have been taking a little bit of damage being right up next to it.
Hmm.
It puts off so much heat.
Okay. Even when it's dead, is it still
No,
radiating?
it's, I mean, yeah, but no, it's dead. It's not going to do damage. You can stay away
It's
from it.
rapidly cooling.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like lard.
Okay.
Turns solid
Okay.
when it cools.
I don't think I've ever left a body this size in the wilderness. Is that okay? Do we just leave it?
I don't know what else we're gonna do with it. It's the size of 3 elephants and 7 giraffes and a crocodile.
push
That's
it in that puddle of magma.
That is an
That's
oddly
wildly
specific.
Wildly
unit.
specific.
You roll the 22 on nature, so you get specific answers.
Oh man.
It's like you
It's-
measure it in washing machines and cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
Or if you're American, it's in freedom and bullets.
Yeah.
that's right.
Jeez.
That's 5 freedoms and 38 bullets worth.
So Farazan will he's trying to like bandage his wounds where he's been charred. He says he looks at whatever the heck Heath's character. Hey, Khaldun. He says, do you think any of this creature could be useful to the school?
Probably. I don't know. On top of the red dragon carcass, can I do some sort of check to determine whether is there anything of value here that the red dragon wouldn't give us? They're kind of sort of in the same category.
Yeah,
some
I
of the
mean-
meat, maybe Kermit can put it in tacos.
Bones
We
mostly.
get like a 7-for-1 deal.
If there's maybe a gland that gives the fire ability.
I was thinking more
claws,
along.
teeth.
I mean, I was thinking more along because I don't know how different that is from the corpse of the red dragon. I was thinking more along the lines of maybe the regeneration or something like that.
Take a head. I mean, the head and neck are the only things that truly regenerate on the thing's body.
Mhm.
The rest of the body didn't. You never saw the rest of the body regenerating. It wasn't even like the head regenerated. Even if you hit the body, it's like the head would fall over and then 2 more would come out.
Okay.
So, the most mystical, magical, besides the fact that you can breathe fire and like can sleep in lava, is the fact that its heads regenerate, but the body doesn't. So that might be interesting to study if you're talking about college stuff and whatever. But you gotta think like the thing's head is, I don't know,
Big.
100 pounds
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. I'm
if
not
that.
gonna be able to lug that around.
Probably more than that.
like
The
a-
whole thing weighed
that's-
20,000. So
It's like a third of
3
two
elephants
giraffes.
is 7 giraffes.
yeah, really
Actually,
big giraffe.
it was 10 giraffes by the end.
It was. And
Yeah.
besides the size, like you gotta drag it a mile down a dark tunnel and then up a shaft 180 feet. I mean,
If the tunnel were illuminated, it wouldn't be a problem. But dark tunnel, no.
no. But you can see the dark. Don't be scared.
What if we have Alma cast light on the head and then we drag it around?
It would
Is it-
weigh less as
It
well.
would float. It would be very light.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't think I'm going to be harvesting anything from this that I could carry. I do have tensors. No. Yeah, maybe on the way back. Maybe on the way back.
I have tensors. No.
Tensors floating? Nope. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe on the way back. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I hope it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Killed it and you're gonna leave it. Fair enough.
Yep.
What's next?
North?
I think so.
Is everyone,
Sound like a
is
question. I
everyone
don't
okay to go out?
Huh?
Do we need to rest?
Probably. I'm
You
down.
can't rest here. It is way too hot.
Oh, okay.
Like remember, you're sitting in an oven, 130 degrees. So even a short rest I wouldn't allow a short rest to succeed in this room.
Okay.
If we cut open the hydro and pack it with snow.
Or just climb inside of it
Yeah. Yeah.
so you don't freeze.
Do it full of
Hey,
tauntaun maneuver.
No.
Not to
let's-
say that you couldn't
Alright.
walk down a tunnel another quarter mile and it's cooled off enough, and then that's fine. But in this room, way too hot.
So Alma brings up a good point. I could create a tiny hut, which has air conditioning.
Those are
That's
air
temperature
conditioned.
controlled. Yep. You sure can. In that case, no problem.
I'm unhurt, so it's
I'm
up to
yeah, down a quarter.
y'all.
Now that I've got fire resistance, I'm only down a quarter. I was down about half before.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe we just roll on then.
You're down half of half.
Yes. But yep.
Okay.
After a minute, Farazan returns back to his normal 7.5 feet tall.
From 14.
You,
Doesn't it double your size?
I guess so.
8 times your weight and double your height, something like that.
Yep.
All right. You gather your selves and head out.
To the
And you
north.
travel.
To the north.
Yeah. Yep. And you travel through the dark cave, and you're following the map that's been provided. Remember the map that's kind of like a stick figure kind of map, keeping you on track. You have these tunnels that branch out occasionally, going this way or that way. No details on the map what's there, but it's basically saying continue down this general direction of straight. And a day passes. And another day passes.
Oh, okay.
And on the third evening, I'm guessing Tarathiel was out front, right? Everybody's doing ranging ahead, that kind of thing. Tarathiel on the third night, right? I'm not putting anything. I'm not saying something you're not doing, right?
No, I'd be scouting.
Okay. Third night, you have been traveling and you're moving slow. Like even if you can see in the dark, it's stalagmites. It's not like nicely chiseled floor. You're going through caves, and then sometimes you got to climb, and it's just slow going. It's almost like half speed. So it takes a while to traverse these caves. But on the third evening, you come around a bend. You climb a short, up to a short ledge. And when you get to the top of the ledge, you can see a faint glow down the hallway in the distance. A purplish glow.
Is it still really hot here?
It's warm, but not like it was.
Okay.
It's just
So
yeah, comfortable. It's
resting, resting wasn't an issue during those 3
no,
days.
it was just that room that was tough. Everything else has been fine.
There's light up ahead. Gonna check it out.
Think if you
Okay.
need anything.
Give me your stealth check before you go check it out.
Why did I think of that? With the hood of the cloak up.
26 or a 26?
On both dice.
Is that natural 20? No, God, Lord, no. You
No.
got plus 10.
No.
All right, so you have a 26 stealth. You float forward in the nether realm, and it's a straight cavern or straight tunnel that you're going down, and the glowing gets brighter because you're getting closer, and as you approach, you can see that it's going to open up into a large cavern. Come up to the edge, and you look around, right? So think Menza Baranazan, that size of like massive cavern size. 400-foot vaulted ceiling, miles across. It's all lit. Not like a constant glow, but you see there are various different mushrooms, different sizes. Some of the big ones, like you see in the cool, like travel to the middle of the earth, large mushrooms, small ones. But the purple is along the walls and the ceiling. And it's not like a fungus, it's just like this glow. And it's not continuous, it's spotty, but it's like large patches of it all along the walls. Down at the bottom, because you're kind of you're coming to the top of a crest of a underground hill, as it were. You look down, and a very well traveled path goes down to a lakefront. And at the lake front, there is a small dock.
Doc.
Small dock, like for the size of a ferry, like a very small ferry, like a boat ferry for people. It's humid as hell in here. The water's very clean, but you can see the purple beneath the waves of the water. And in the center of this massive cavernous area, you see a gigantic, you're assuming, temple. which you're almost 100% certain this is your goal. This is your target. You're far away. You're talking like 1,000 yards away, meters away, right? So you can't see a whole lot of detail down 1,000 meters to the edge of the water. And then the water you have to travel over to get to the temple. The temple's in the middle of this gigantic lake. Okay? So you can see this temple, but you can't get a whole lot of detail except for the fact that there is a gigantic, like the front of the temple looks like the face of a frog or some amphibious creature. Gigantic eyes. The mouth is the opening of the front temple. The temple itself is 60 feet tall, several stories high. Period.
I think we found it. I'd get everybody to come up, I guess, to the cavern entrance. There's no sign of movement.
The water moves. If you spend a minute looking at the temple, occasionally you'll see movement. You'll see humanoid-ish. It's really far away. You can't make out too much detail, but occasionally you'll see something moving down there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get everybody to come up.
Rachel, I muted you.
Why?
You'll want to unmute. There you go.
I had some technical difficulties.
Oh,
It was clicking.
Sorry.
So what did Tarathiel say? I'm sorry.
I'm just going to call everybody up. We found it. Pretty sure this is the temple we're looking for.
Bala Mahattan.
Yeah,
Alright,
what that voice said.
that's that voice again. All right, we'll move forward. Someone go find
So-
Gelf.
So this cavern is like, it's almost a mile across.
Yeah, almost.
Okay.
And the temple's set basically in the center. It's in the center of the lake. So the whole cave isn't one big lake. There are shores, and you can see past the other side of the lake. There's some dry areas, but the lake takes up 80-90% of the entire cavern.
And the glow is coming from under the water as well, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Enough to where it illuminates so you can see the ground under the water. You can see the water moving on top of it.
Okay.
So is it pretty much just open cave? There's nothing, no like giant mushrooms, or there's no sort of fauna or flora or anything like that at all. It's just like cave, water, temple.
No, there are mushrooms, and some of the bigger ones, like Journey to the Center of the Earth kind of size. Like there are various sizes of mushrooms throughout too.
So it's a mushroom forest down here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do we see any wildlife at all? No creatures?
No wildlife, but if you sit there and look at the temple
Yeah.
you do see some movement.
Yep. Okay.
And
we don't
you
see
also-
Slurdy Bertflu walking around.
You don't see Slurdy Blurpflip.
Yeah, the
Huh?
god of these
Yeah.
things. Okay,
Nope.
good.
Good. That's a puzzle.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Slurdy Bartfast.
Yeah.
But you do see on the temple side of the area where the dock is, there is a boat docked at the temple side. Like I said, a small ferry probably holds at most 8 people. Comfortable.
That's very curious, because aren't these creatures amphibious?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they can breathe underwater, so the ferry's probably not for them.
They don't have to be the only ones. How close to the roof of the cavern is the top of the temple?
The roof is probably 300 to 400 feet. Hundreds of feet.
Yeah,
The temple's only about
hundreds of
60 feet. Maybe 70 or 80 with the decorations on top, like
Uh-huh.
some statues. But there's easily 300 feet between the temple and the ceiling.
So I'm not going to spider climb over the lake, is really the point.
That would be pretty.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. Get your ring of feather
What am I
fall.
saying? Yeah. I just need to be able to make spider webs with my butt, like spiders do.
That's called
Start
Luke.
practicing now.
Roll an 8.
All right.
Just check my inventory for a spinneret. Nope. Okay. I don't know. Do we just go and use the ferry?
I guess we can walk down and look at the very least.
And
Yeah.
and because of all the mushrooms and down here, we can't get like you said, we can't see the entire cave. I mean, there could be things hiding behind mushrooms and behind the temple, right? I
You
mean,
could hide behind a mushroom, some of them.
Okay. Right. Should we
But
take a
they're-
lap
it's
around
not
the
like
cave?
whole, it's not like the whole thing is just giant mushrooms. Like there's
Yeah.
only 1 or 2 big ones.
Yeah.
Most of them are small. There's some algae. I mean, there's cavernous fauna of flora, but you don't see any creatures.
Do you think we should take a lap around the lake before we try to go to the temple?
I mean, it can't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, let's walk down to the shore and take a look.
Did anyone bring a fishing pole?
Don't you fight with one?
Yeah, seriously.
It's not very bendy.
So
Not that attitude.
I have some
Gonna-
explosives.
head down. That's cheating. Gonna head down to the edge. Gonna head down to the dock. Is that what
Yep.
I'm hearing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. No concern about stealth, anything like that.
I'm always concerned about stealth.
We have established that we're not particularly stealthy, so
Yes,
Not good at it,
We
but
could-
you're worried about it.
that's
Gotcha.
why I'm
We could-
concerned.
we can scout it out stealthily,
Not
but then
gonna
we're
try
still
it.
just
But we wish we
going to
would.
have to lumber our way in.
It would be nice if we had stealth.
So you head down to the dock.
Yes.
I guess that puts me less in front.
Okay. So go
I'm
as
happy
a
to be
group.
kind of off to the side a little bit. I can sneak while the rest of them move forward.
You hear Kellev back in the back. This is where they sacrifice the virgins.
Yes, but there's no dragons.
Yeah.
Or hydras.
You get down to the dock, and you see basically from a ground level, eye level, the temple and the water. And you do notice, though, when you get to the dock, that across the waterway, which is about 300 or 400 feet, something hops into the boat and starts moving towards you slowly, like a ferry would be.
I mean, this could be convenient. I didn't really want to swim today.
And if nobody's doing anything, it arrives a minute or so later. Pulls up alongside the dock, and inside, or ferrying the boat with the little oar in the back, is a frog dude. Oh, jeez, I just completely forgot what they're called.
I want to say Sahagin, but they're not Sahagin.
No, that's a Hagen. A
Oh.
frog dude. You don't know what it's called. Is
Oh,
sitting there
Man,
looking up at you,
The-
and it's got robes, not like tattered and not like super nice, but it's wearing some sort of clothing.
is it a grung?
Gripply?
Gripply, thank you.
I think they're grungs in 5e.
It's Poe.
Yeah. And it just looks at you,
Bullywug.
and it burps out something.
Come again.
Let's everybody speak.
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Thieves' Cant. Is
Ah.
it Thieves' Cant?
Thieves can't. You see it like still second.
I speak deep speech, Draconic, and Gith.
All right. So, deep speech is like the underground kind of speech. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not undercommon, but it's like it's spoken by things that are like deep in the earth. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's the language of the Illithid
Right.
and stuff that runs in those circles.
So you don't understand what it said. Like it sounded like a frog burping. It really did. But you, based on the languages you know from underground and deep speech like that, it has a gist of like, can I help you?
I do have comprehend languages.
Just,
Okay. Well, I tell
just
you what.
point to the
Why?
temple and speak slowly.
Why don't you cast comprehend languages next time? Because we're rolling up on 2 hours right now,
Okay.
Woo!
Alright.
and we'll be able to speak in burp
so-
language.
Tarathia, I don't want to meta too much, but does your telepathic ability require a shared language?
Let me check. No, they don't require a common language
Okay, so
to understand each other.
So if it's willing, I think you might be able to talk to it. It seems friendly.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's meta. I don't see meta to me. I mean,
Well, me asking him might be. I mean, it may
Okay,
occur
I
to
see.
Tarathiel. It's
I
just
see.
Khaldun doesn't know these kinds of things
Right.
about Tarathiel.
Yeah. I can try it. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely try that. It may be a way. That would be a great workaround for when you can't cast comprehend languages and whatnot, or quickly needing a ride across the pond to an evil temple.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll pick this up next week. We're good for next week, next Monday.
As far as I know.
Cool. All right. Thanks for joining us. Sorry
Cameron?
we had some
Cameron, you okay with
complications.
that?
Rachel, thank you for going out of your way to use your telephone
Yes.
to join us to play tonight. That's amazing.
I might bring you a computer this week.
I'm gonna work on it. I'll figure it out.
It's okay. If you need anything, let us know. We'll send Mike.
Yeah.
It might take a day or two.
Across the pond.
Oh my God, the shipping on that would be terrible.
Yeah, my rates are very high.
Okay, so we spared some expense. All right.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for joining us, Cowart.
Hello.
Have a good one. And I'm going to try to remember to hit the outro button this time. Bye.
Boom.